2008 Formula One world champion, Lewis Hamilton.
World champion! Oh my God! I can't believe it!
It's looking better and better for Lewis Hamilton as he comes to the final turn from a blue-collar upbringing to a global superstar to a three-time world champion.
To become the four-time world champion, Lewis Hamilton does it in 2017. Lewis Hamilton, a five-time champion of the world. Another championship to his collection. It's Lewis Hamilton, champion of the world. Lewis Hamilton wins the Turkish Grand Prix and is a seven-time champion of the world.
Right up behind the rear wing now. It's a lot of work for Hamilton to keep this car pointing in a straight line. On the run down the Hangar Straight then towards Stowe. Up to 190 miles an hour. This is where Mansell passed Piquet. And now Hamilton has gone past Kovalainen in an equally memorable pass. Up the inside into so many questions asked about his commitment, about his distractions. Could he handle the pressure? Was he man enough? He came here to Silverstone and he has shown them all with one of the great drives at Silverstone. Lewis Hamilton wins the British Grand Prix. A fantastic performance. There he is. Well, he's rewriting the book of what is possible in Formula One. If he can do this after 6 races, what might he achieve in the future? Lewis Hamilton wins! Surely the first of many.
Lewis Hamilton, and Hamilton is winning the Grand Prix. But look at the state of that Mercedes car. But for Lewis Hamilton, the checker flag will come in the nick of time for a 7th British Grand Prix victory and a record 7th British Grand Prix victory. Lewis Hamilton, from 14th on the grid, wins the German Grand Prix. Woke up this morning on the verge of an historic 92nd win in Formula One. Records are there to be broken, said Michael Schumacher. The record is broken.
On the 12th of December 2021, the F1 circus was in Abu Dhabi in the Yas Marina circuit for the season finale. A season that has been full of drama, excitement and controversy. Max Verstappen and Sir Lewis Hamilton have been fighting tooth and nail for the World Drivers' Championship. A year that is considered by many to be the greatest F1 season of all time. The top dog at the time, 7-time world champion versus the young and upcoming talent. Lewis Hamilton won the last 3 races in a row, leveling the championship. But Max Verstappen qualified on pole for the season finale and Lewis Hamilton P2. It was lights out and Lewis Hamilton beat Verstappen into turn 1 and took the lead of the race. Verstappen tried a dive bomb into turn 6 with Hamilton just cutting across. Hamilton was on course to break another F1 world record until this happened.
Nicholas Latifi has crashed, and I think that is at turn 14. That will be a safety car.
On lap 53, Nicholas Latifi crashed at turn 14, bringing out the safety car, with Verstappen given the opportunity to pit on fresher, softer compound tires, Mercedes leaving Lewis Hamilton out on old, hard tires. Verstappen won the race and Hamilton finished P2. The championship ended in one of the most controversial ways possible. Many people believe Lewis Hamilton was robbed of a record-breaking 8th F1 title. It has been 584 days since Lewis Hamilton last won a race in Formula One. Imagine telling someone 2 years ago that Lewis Hamilton hasn't won a race in 2 years. The question is this the end of Lewis Hamilton Formula One? And can he still win an 8th World Drivers' Championship? Let's find out. Mercedes rocked up to Bahrain pre-season testing with a radical looking car, and everybody was kind of thinking, yeah, this car looks special. It's gonna win the championship probably. It looks radical. It looks menacing. Yep. That never happened. Quickly enough, people noticed the car was actually terrible, being way off the pace and suffering from porpoising. Lewis Hamilton was almost a minute off of the leaders in Verstappen and Leclerc before the safety car in Bahrain. He basically spent the first half of the 2022 season trying different things to fix the W13. Over the course of the season, they were having hope that, yeah, maybe this is the right concept for them to go through it. Lewis Hamilton almost win a race on a number of occasions. They had double podiums in France and Hungary, with them having a 1-2 in Brazil, George Russell taking his first win in Formula One. These events kind of gave Mercedes hope that, yeah, this is maybe the right car for them to go with. If they solve the porpoising, this is the right design for them to go with. And yeah, they were wrong. Come 2023, Mercedes weren't looking good again. They were being leapfrogged by Aston at the beginning of the season. The car was terrible and not suited to Hamilton's preference, and the cockpit being a bit too forward for Hamilton's liking. So they brought an upgrade in Monaco and it kind of worked in Spain, but the car is still fluctuating in performance, from them being variable from the second fastest car to sometimes the fifth fastest car. They were leapfrogged by Ferrari again in Austria and McLaren of recent in Silverstone. So this event kind of just make you think, Hamilton, this guy has won many World Drivers' Championship and he's clearly motivated to win his 8th World Drivers' Championship. Is it really worth for him to basically waste his time whilst Mercedes are just dwindling in performance? He spent the first half of the 2022 season trying to fix the car on a number of occasions, telling the team and the engineers not to be arrogant, and the car even copied the Red Bull design. But that also kind of brings the question of the phase lag. Can he still win his 8th World Drivers' Championship though? When you look at his performances alone, I think Lewis Hamilton is still top 3 best drivers on the grid in my opinion. There's no doubt about that. If you give him a championship winning car, I think he's gonna absolutely fight for it, and whoever is on the grid, Lewis Hamilton is gonna give him a run for his money. So clearly, when you look at his performances alone, I think he can still win an 8th World Drivers' Championship. But the question is, can Mercedes actually deliver and bring a car for him, since he's currently 38 and he doesn't have a lot of time more in Formula 1? Red Bull are now probably and definitely, in my opinion, focusing on the 2024 car. Except if Mercedes bring out a rocket ship for 2024, I don't see him challenging for the championship in 2024. His glory days are definitely over. Lewis Hamilton won't dominate Formula 1 as much as he did before. There's still that drive for him to win an 8th World Drivers' Championship, and he's still clearly one of the best drivers on the grid right now and one of the greatest of all time.